Hi, Leo. What's good? What's good? Welcome to your October reading. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for the lateness. I was traveling. I wanted to do your readings and finish all the readings while I was in Spain, but I was there only for a few days and I was by myself, and there were so many things happening that I really couldn't find the time and the space to do such readings. But we're back here now with both my decks, and this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. This may or may not resonate. It may resonate for now, at the end of the month, or also with some readings I found that they have a larger temporal span, so they might resonate months throughout. So feel free to check in whenever you want. And also, if you want a private reading from me, everything is down below or in the info box. You find my email there. And let's get it started, Leo. Hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? I suggest we stop. I got Leo Mars in the 8th house. Like, you. Like, when I found out that my Mars was in the 8th house, I was like, ugh. That's why I'm so unforgiving, mafia type anger. And that's why I'm like so freaking sexual. Like, whatever. But anyway, Leo placements. We need to stop taking other people's actions, especially if we have wounds and insecurities, other people's actions as and ways of treating us as info about us. Simple as that. I just wanted to tell you that if you're dealing with an air sign, they're kind of annoyed, maybe. Depends what you're doing, you know. There is the Leo lesson. Despite you guys being so generous, so giving, so, with people, so generous and so kind-hearted, there is a huge lesson to learn with pride, and a very healthy balance needs to be achieved. Otherwise, you will go back and forth from feeling yourself too much to allowing other people to dictate who you are and how much you value yourself, Oof. Getting the right mix of cards. I'm not feeling it yet. Why am I not feeling it? Okay, seems to be there. Oh, 9 of Swords. Cool. Don't worry. Justice card. I cannot believe it. Libra season is like, y'all need to understand that whatever you're going through or whatever you're allowing yourself to go through over and over, it's your choice. It's your karma. You have power over this. You have power over your own destiny. You have power over what you choose for yourself, and whatever judgment you're giving yourself in relation to other situations and relationships, it's in your power. And it says also, whatever you choose is what you get. 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 6 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. So going back and forth with being insecure, doubting yourself because of past hurts here, relating maybe to money or situations where you didn't feel valued in love, and you know that you are, a special human being, and you're like, why do these people, I want this love, I want this stability, I want someone who is on my team, that we have the same things in common, that we can get and live life together and, do this up and down, and I want this, my team, my crew with me, and friendship, love, work-wise, whatever. And yet all I'm receiving from people is jack shit, and I don't understand, is it me? Is it me or them? And it's like, you need to move forward away from this abusive thoughts. if it's an air sign, be very careful because they feel really hurt. And if you try to tell them anything, they're like, so you need to move on from this abusive thing. Like, realize who you are. I understand. This will come. This will come. As long as you don't indulge this about yourself, and you don't, and when you indulge, and when anyone indulges this about themselves, they allow themselves to get into situations that make them feel played and allow other people and things that they go through to dictate how unworthy they are, so they lose all their opportunities and they stay stuck in this muck energy, when what you can be doing is understanding when it's the other person's problem, and when the other person, where the other person begins and where you end, and see the truth, cut through the truth, and understand what your value is and what you bring to the table, and be proud of yourself. It's really a choice. With the Libra card here in the front sit, it's like your choice, honestly. What are you gonna do? Some readings are straightforward. Some other readings I have to talk to the sign a little more before, showing the cards. So if you're dealing with a water sign's been acting up. If you're dealing with a water sign, pay very much attention, because if you are lying about something, see, the cards don't want to shuffle. If you're lying about something, they know. Water sign is in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. They know. And they will hold you accountable. And instead of, I think with Sagittarius season, we'll understand this even more. Instead of, taking things, so personally, and Leos can take things really, really personally. We have to learn to take things as an experience, more of experiences. Yes, it's okay to ask ourselves questions, but it's one thing to ask ourselves healthy questions and understand to use those questions and answers to discern, and it's another thing to have very negative self-talk. 4. Why don't my cards, oh my god, there's something you guys are stuck on. You don't want me to tell you. That's it. So 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Cool. Let's start with the Libra card here, because it seems to be, the driving message at the center of your reading. Ooh, Libra energy, teaching people lessons. Libras be nice and stuff, but we teach people lessons. Like, I love how people jump at me for no reason or treat me badly, but when I get angry, they're like, oh, no. Like, it's not like they say sorry, but they try to talk it out. And I was like, why did you try to talk it out from the beginning instead of, jumping in my face? Thinking you could, mistreat me. Fuck. When this sword comes out, either with a person or energetically, it is a sword. It's gonna cut you. So, sometimes it's also you need to do this with people. You need to do this with people instead of staying, in this past playing situation. You need to do this with people. And if you're dealing with a Libra sun specifically, and you're lying to them, and you think you can take them for a ride, they are very, very much in their energy, very, very much sure, and they know themselves a lot. So be careful what you're doing. 5 of Swords wanted to creep out. Be very, very careful, because they will boomerang that on you. Ooh, Libra card with the Ace of Cups. So if you're talking about you and your life and your psyche and everything, it's like, what do you choose? You have a choice here. What did I say, right? and there is understanding, and only with discernment comes your pride and your feeling. Then the universe or God or whatever you want to talk about, um, re re how do you call it? How do you say it in English? Repaying you with love, with the abundance, But if you stay stuck here, this is all you're gonna get. Well, we're gonna clarify. If it's the Libra, look, you're right behind it. You're right behind it. King of Wands. You're right behind it. Ace of Cups, King of Wands with the Libra card. You're like, yeah, I know what I deserve. I discern things now, and I'm able to rebalance myself in a way that I understand my value instead, as I said before, instead of being a victim of these thoughts in which seems like I'll never get this love that it's like so many things. Leos are very brave, you know, very brave, very courageous, and all of that, but it's like we have a way of then taking it out on ourselves, Leo placements, and very much, then starting to believe that we are never going to get the love that we deserve or the people around that we deserve. So some Leos end up feeling very alone. Like, yes, it's a fixed sign. They have the stamina. We have the stamina to do things by ourselves, and we can walk. Especially fire signs they walk their own path. They do what they want. They live their own life. It's true, but Leos also, the sun is at the center, and they have all the planets around. Leos need company. They need other people, to fuel their creativity and their generosity and all their shine and all their, lust for life and childlike almost, enjoyment of things and people and experiences, right? And when you are dealing with bullshit over and over from people, you start feeling bad about yourself, and you start feeling bad about everything and thinking that you're never going to have this. While the Libra card is like, if you get yourself right and you discern experiences instead of internalizing it, you can choose now to change and shift your energy in a way that it will bring you the Ace of Cups, because you're right behind it and you deserve it. This is also being about deserving things. The Libra card is like a judgment, right? You deserve this. Don't worry. Just do the work towards this, right? Seven of Swords. Just do the work towards this, right? What's behind it? Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yes, I forgot to. Okay, so if you're a Leo who's in a commitment and you're having your eye on someone else, you better get things straight. Otherwise, the karma is gonna be really bad. Let's see. Let me clarify the Seven of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is gonna hit. She has a sword in her hand. This is the sword here, blazing at you. So you're like, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. So you need to understand what you're doing here. Seven of Swords. And if you're the one being lied to, don't worry. It will come right back to them. Seven of Swords. Cool. Chariot. Interesting. Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords. So if it was a situation, it's like, okay, if this is you, the Chariot, the Knight of Cups here, and the Nine of Swords is talking about your emotional body, right? And the things you don't want to, remember Cancer is your 12th house, the things you don't want to admit to yourself emotionally. So there are things that you need to resolve within yourself, especially regarding your emotional body and how much control, cardinal water here you have upon it, and how much hurt you are from past experiences. If this is a Cancer in your life, they are feeling very, very betrayed by you. So, Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords. So all of this anxiety, all the lies, all the self-sabotage, whatever it is, we're going to clarify the Nine of Swords since it came out in the clarifiers. There's a truth here that needs to be admitted. Because someone is like on edge here, so you cannot, be on edge or keep someone on edge for too long until the Ace of Swords actually hits. Ace of Wands, amazing. Devil, Ten of Cups. Okay, so understanding that replacing love with sex is not the best option, especially when you want love. Ace of Cups here, we know you do, Leo. And we know you have a lot of stamina. That's cool. But, you can still have this beautiful union. As I said before, don't lose hope in this because you will. Okay, if you do the work and if you don't give in to those, look what is jumping out. The Ace of Swords and the Judgment. If you do the work, and you will have that beautiful union, and it will be a lot, very, very sexual. Very, very sexual. If there's someone else that you're pining after, Six of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, you can't wait to get your hands on them. You really want them at this point. Devil, let me clarify the Devil. Illumination, Four of Cups, Nine of Wands. So obsessing over this person instead of going towards them is just making you sad. So many of the same cards. You'd rather just go, right? Ace of Swords just jumped out. You'd rather just go. Admit it to yourself that you want this person. That's it. So Four of Cups here. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, feeling Hermit. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Hermit. Feeling stuck in your head due to the lack of give and take. Six of Pentacles and the Hermit, due to the pride that is keeping you guys separate here. Maybe you feel like you lost them. That Ace of Swords is like one of you needs to speak up because there's a lot of desire between the two of you. And there is a possibility to get like real union here. It's just that this Ace of Swords twice needs to hit. It needs to hit and you need to allow it. So Two of Pentacles here, what's this hesitation? Cool. Star, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles wanted to come out in reverse. So someone that you really wish for, the Star card, it's also, Star card is Aquarius, is also your house of, your seventh house of partnerships. So this person is someone that you belong with or can belong with. I don't want to be, I hate those readers like, this is your only person. No, we have a range of soulmates, a range of people that we deal with, a range of experience that we need to, be with and experience, in fact, in our life. So I'm not going to say this is your person. This is not your only person, but being the Aquarius card here and symbolizing your house of partnership, this person is someone that is compatible to you. But Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles, you're holding back. I don't know for what reason, or some of you is holding back for some reason. Let me just see why. Let me just put one more card on the Four of Pentacles. Maybe because you think there was so much damage done. Maybe because you're afraid. What's happening here? Like, why? Because you're insecure, Some Leos be like tens and they're so insecure. Why? Because you're insecure? What's going on here? Like, Magician, King of Swords, Lovers. Okay. So you think this person has a lot of options and you see them as someone really, really strong-minded, leadership, very strict, very no bullshit type. So you are holding, but you really want them. Magician. And if you're dealing with a Virgo, by the way, the Virgo card came here, and also The Virgo still has the Magician and the Lovers card. Um, there is a lot of love here. It's just that there's also a lot of pride. Ace of Pentacles. You see, there is a lot of love. Page of Cups. If you're dealing with a Virgo, come on. Like, you guys want each other. Ace of Pentacles. There is new stability here. There is victory. I'm not going to clarify that. I want to clarify this card right here because I think this has a lot to do. Look, with the Lovers here, this has a lot to do with why this is not coming together and why y'all are holding yourself back for some reason. Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. The Tower, okay. You're afraid, cool. The Fool, so you're gonna get over it. One of you is gonna get over it. Like, they're anxious, but the Fool is like, no, fuck this. And the Page of Cups, one of you is gonna talk. King of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Someone has been torn about their emotions, but there is a lot of love here. There is. Look, you're right behind this. You're right behind this. There is a lot of love. There is possibilities, a lot of attraction, a lot of love if you guys build it. But there's a lot of attraction here. Like, you can make this happen. You can. You can. You just have to, open your heart up and don't let opportunities pass you by. You got only one life. My God, people, like, I hate this, inertia from people. Like, you got one life. Leave it. Leave it. Like, what you got to lose? What are you gonna do? Kill yourself? What are you gonna do? That person's gonna kill you? Like, just leave your life. Leave your life. You only got one existence. You don't want to have regrets on, like, oh my God, I never spoke to that person, or I never, I would rather risk being rejected than never saying anything and having this sort of thing in my chest. And, like, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Like, some people, people are different, whatever. I don't want to, judge, but I cannot, like, God, I got only one existence. Like, let me just, let me risk my heart. It's painful and all that shit, but, let me risk it. This is my life. This is my life. This is my only existence. One day I'll be ashes. One day I'll be ashes. So let's just do this. Let's just do this. If this is, you might lose, but on the other side, if you don't lose, this is what you get. If you're healthy, and then, or if you're working towards being and maintaining yourself healthy, because it's not like you just become healthy and you stay healthy. You have to work in preserving that thing, or being that thing, or keeping yourself in that healthy mind space, and that prevents you from choosing bullshit people in your life. Trust me, once you have your head clear, whenever you smell some sort of bullshit, you're like, no, bye. Like, that's me right now. I'm like, okay, no, not dealing with that. No, that's the mistake. That's a mistake I don't want to make. That's a mistake I don't want to make. You don't have to deal with people who put you here or try to put you there, and you're like, whatever. But if you're healthy, either you lose something, or you miss out, or it's not, you're not on the same page, or the alternative, if you're healthy, is this and this, and someone that lives life with you and makes you feel alive, and you make them feel alive, and you have the same goals and commonalities, a lot of compatibility, and you being right behind it. You being right behind it. Your choice. Bye, Leo. It was a pleasure. See you for Scorpio season.